Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and tonight, whenever the heck you're watching this, we are getting into 5 bourbons that, quite frankly, I regret buying. Today, I'm bringing you a list of 5 bourbons that I regret buying. Not all of these are bad bourbons. Actually, most of these are pretty solid bourbons. But for one reason or another, I regret buying these. And I'll get into those with each specific bottle of why I regret buying them. But with spending so much time talking about how great some bourbons are and not talking about others, I thought it'd be fun to bring a list of 5 bourbons that I have in my collection that I wish I didn't buy, or I wish I had bought something else instead of. So to kick it off, the first bottle on this list, I didn't think I was gonna put this on this list, but then I started brainstorming and I was like, well, that fits completely, which is my beloved Old Forester. This one, the 1870, I regret buying because I just don't think this is that good. I think it's good whiskey. I just don't think it's worth the $50 that the Old Forester Whiskey Row series now brings. I don't think this fits in that series. The other 3 in that series are monsters, but this being the same exact price of that bottled in bond, it is not even remotely worth it. I wish I had bought 2 of the bottled in bonds over one of these. If this was like $40 or maybe even $35, I would be happier with it. I think this is really good whiskey still. I just think it doesn't quite match the prestige of the Whiskey Row series. The next bourbon in which I regret buying is another beloved brand. This one, Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. So these are Wild Turkey single barrels. These are, 101 proof, just like the normal Wild Turkey 101. And honestly, the reason I regret buying this bottle is because it's just not good compared to other bottles at the $50, $60 price. This cost more than Rare Breed. I'd much rather have a Rare Breed than this. This is not that much better than the normal Wild Turkey 101, and you can buy almost 2.5, 3 Wild Turkey 101s for the price of this. So these are single barrel, so I could be way out of line with saying this, but this one Kentucky Spirit I've tried, I don't think it's worth the money, and I regret buying this instead of more Rare Breed, where Rare Breed is a monster and I absolutely love that whiskey. So I regret buying Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit because honestly, it's not much better than Wild Turkey 101, and Wild Turkey 101's $20, where this is $60. So that's the only reason I regret it. Not because, again, it's not bad whiskey, not because I hate the brand. It's just not good value, and I'm all about that value. The next bottle, which I regret buying, is a little bit of a newer one for me, and that is Davies County Cab Finished. This stuff, it's not the worst whiskey I've ever had in the world. I don't even feel super comfortable saying it's bad whiskey. The reason I regret buying this is because, it's a $40 bottle, and it's so drying to me that it's hard to drink. This bottle, this Cab Finish bourbon, it's just so drying. I love finished whiskey, so when I saw this, I bought this without hesitation, and I was super excited to bring it home, try it. When I got home and I tried it, I was extremely disappointed in it just because I built it up. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I love Cab Finish stuff. And this stuff was just so drying. It's almost hard to drink sometimes. Again, not a terrible whiskey. The flavors are good. It's just so drying that it's almost hard to drink. So I kind of regret buying it because, I don't like buying whiskey I can't drink. Again, not a horrible bottle. None of these bottles in here are horrible. This isn't a list of 5 bourbons that I think are garbage. All 5 of these bourbons are actually good in one way or another. I just regret buying them for one reason or the other. And the fourth whiskey in which I regret buying, actually, ironically, I mean, I guess it's not a bottle I bought, but if I had bought it, I would have regretted it. And that is Old Elk Blended Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This stuff, it's just okay. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay. I don't know. This is a $40 blended MGP bourbon. I don't have an issue with Old Elk. I think Old Elk makes some fantastic whiskeys. I've tried some of their weeded picks, and they're actually really freaking good. This stuff though, $40, because so Alec bought this for me with like one of those like cool little topper things, and like I don't know, we tried it and it just wasn't that good. Like it's not bad whiskey, it's just not $40 good. It's very tastes like a budget bourbon for double the price of a normal budget bourbon. Like I would rather have one Old Forester 100 proofs than one of these, and those are half the price of this. So that's why I'm just kind of regret buying Old Elk, even though I know I wasn't the one who bought it. But had I been, I would have regret buying this because, well, Old Elk is just like, I don't know, like it's a super cool looking bottle, but the bourbon inside just didn't quite capture all that. And the last bottle I regret buying isn't a bottle I actually inherently regret buying. Like I think the price I bought it at was great. The situation in which I bought it I regret, because I had the opportunity to buy something way better and I chose this instead, and I was disappointed. That is Weller 12. Weller 12 weeded bourbon from Buffalo Trace. This stuff, it's actually really good, especially at the price I bought it for, which is like $45. It's good. It's a nice like blend of like the higher age statement, so you get like the darker, richer flavors, but it's also weeded, so you get that like light, nice, like creamy mouthfeel, and all that jazz. I like this stuff. This is really good. Like $40, I really wholeheartedly enjoy this. The reason I regret buying this is because I had the choice to buy this or a Stag Batch 17 at like $55. So like, yeah, I would have spent like $10 more, but I would have had a Stag Junior Batch 17, and I chose this instead because, well, at that time, I never tried any Weller products and I only heard good things, and I was like, okay, well, I already have a Stag Junior at home, let's get the Weller 12. And I regret buying this Weller 12, not because it's bad whiskey, not because I paid like an insane price for it, just because, well, I had the chance to get something better and I blew it. I blew it because, well, I wanted to try the Weller bourbon that everyone talks about, and I was honestly just a little let down. I thought it was okay. I mean, I thought it was good, but it wasn't like great. Like so many people talk so much like hype about it, it just didn't quite get there for me. This was a list of 5 bourbons I regret buying for one reason or another. Honestly, it's not because any of these are bad whiskeys. Most of these I just don't think are good value. Most of these I paid double what I should, or what I think they should pay for. And that's kind of why I regret buying them, because, well, I could have bought way better whiskey at that same price. Or, you know, it's just not the best drinking experience. Or, one, it was a situation. I let myself down. But it is what it is. This is a weird concept. I don't totally enjoy crapping on whiskey or anything like that for the matter, but it's kind of a fun video to do. If you like this content, please do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. Let me know what are some bourbons that you regret buying. You know, like, I'm sure everyone has their bourbons they love, the bourbons they don't love, and honestly, I don't have a lot of bourbons I hate, but I have a few that I'm like, wish I would have bought something else. It is what it is. Also, check out the Facebook, Instagram, and the Patreon. The link for that is down there below. We appreciate y'all so much for all your support. Cheers. We'll see you later.